One. Pa. Yes. So hello house. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon from Nigeria. My name is Asiwaju Rashid Adilowo, Engineer Rashid Asiwaju Adilowo. I am a forex trader. I'm a multipreneur, and I'm an educationist as well. I'm so glad to be amongst great men here at this period. This presentation is just a follow-up to the previous presentation we had, which is on combo, that is forex secrets through combo indicators. So, but before I go ahead, let me share my screen so we all can see my screen. I'll start from the trade I picked today, so we can all see that all these are not fluke. They're actually what happened today. So going by the screen, from what you can see here, let me show us the screenshots. This is the screenshots. Before I took that trade, I had to take that screenshot. Before I took that trade, I had to take that screenshot. Can we see this? Can we also, if you can see, just say hi, type hi in the chat box. Can we see this? You can see, just type hi in the chat box. Just type hi in the chat box. Yes, yes, good. So this my cursor is actually telling you that I actually picked this trade. Oh, I've closed this trade. I've closed this trade. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'll try to look for the one that I still had before I closed the trade. I picked the trade from somewhere here. From somewhere here. That was where I picked that trade from. So when I picked that trade from there, you can see these three indicators coming down, coming down, coming down. So I took that trade from this very point, and it landed me 600. That's about 490 something, almost $500, just from this small point to this point. This is just an image, just to actually let us know. This is a screenshot of that image. Do you understand? It's a screenshot of that image. So just to let you know that it is not immediate, it's something that has happened. Do we understand? So I had to take that image for us to see. Do you get? For us to see. Now, let me take us to the chart itself. So we can see, just, you've studied this very well now. Now let me take you to that chart for you to see. This is the chart. This is the live chart that I'm showing you here. Let me take it to 1 minute so you can see better. So it will be flowing in 1 minute. Can we see? It's flowing in 1 minute, right? Now, let me take you back to that main chart there, to my 15 minutes chart where I took that trade. So I took that trade from here. Let me draw it. I'm live now, right? I took that trade from this very point. Then the trade came down because I knew where the direction is going. I took all the risk. So with just 71 pips from where I took that trade, I made almost $500 with just 72 pips now. From that point to this point, just 72 pips. I made almost $500. I already took a trade in the morning. I already took a trade on gold in the morning. Let me show you that gold trade too. I also took a trade on gold too, which made me profit. I took that gold trade from, let me go to 15 minutes. Let me reduce the size. Yeah, I took that gold trade when I saw a combination of these signals here. That was when I took that trade in the morning. Then I made some couple of, this is it. I moved from this point to this point. That was what happened this morning. I moved from that point to that point, just about, I think, 15 pips or so. So the reason I'm explaining all this to us is just to let us know that There is no gimmicks here. There's nothing we are hiding here. It is plain, it is factual. Once you follow the rule, you get it right. Just follow the rule. I may decide to teach you some, for some that understand Forex here, you see that this is a trend line, this is another trend line, this is SNR, that's support and resistance line that I drew here. It's for master class, trust me. You don't want to go there now. You don't want to go there. That's just the truth. But with this combo, you understand what all this will do is exactly what this combo is doing for us. Now, let me give you an instance. Look at this. If you see my cursor here, right? Can you all see my cursor here? So this is a support line here. This is a support line at this level, right? That first support line, when the trade hits that first support line, an indicator came out, right? So when it went up and it came down to this second support line, this was when this indicator comes out. And what do I always say? Anytime you see the last indicator that comes out, that last indicator, go all in. It may not go in your direction immediately, but trust me, it will go in your direction. It will go in your direction. Now, let me give you this. Look at this. This first, second, this is third. First, second, third, right? That was when I went in and I got this. This signal has not ended. It has not ended. It is just retracing. Retracements you can have from Fibonacci retracement. You can have different level of percentage of retracement. You can have at 22%, you can have 50%, you can even have 100%. This might still get to 100%, I do not care. But I know that the overall trend is still down because of these three that I've seen here. You can never see these three here and you go this short distance and you come back, no. Most cases, let's go to a higher time frame for us to see. For a higher time frame now, we have seen two. This is on 1 hour. We have seen two. Anytime we see the third one here on 1 hour, go in straight. But what I want to teach you is how to stay put on one time frame. Trade with one time frame. That's just it. If you trade with one time frame, you are good to go. Trade with just one time frame. How do I mean? You cannot choose your trend with a particular time frame and try to close it from a higher time frame. No. You can close the trade from a lower time frame. But when you choose a higher time frame, that's what I always tell people. Now, let me give you an instance. Let me show you. Let me go to 5 minutes. We always see better and faster trades from 5 minutes. Yeah. Now, look at this 5 minutes trade here. This one has gone. Okay, let me remove this. Don't worry. All right. Okay. So it won't look blurred to us. Now, let's look at this trade for instance. Let's look at 5 minutes, but I would advise you to stay put with 15 minutes. I would advise you to stay put with 15 minutes if you want to pick your trade, right? Now, see, I always tell people, killer short is when you have your 3 combos shown here. When you have your 3 combos, it's a killer short. Go right in. Like I said, it may not go immediately. Now, look at these three combos here. When we had these 3, when the third one happened, what happened? It jumped from this point up to this point. Can we all see? Let me go to shapes, arrows, yeah. Sorry. Look at this. It moved. Sorry. I want to show you how this one moves. Right from that point to this point. This was where, look at these 3 arrows here. Can we all see it? Now, Sorry. Option chart. Okay, good. One moment, please. So now looking at this, sorry, looking at this, for instance, now, look at how it moved right from this very point up to this very point. Let's calculate number of pips. Now, from this very point up to this last one, this is 92 pips with those 3 arrows. Now, look at another 3 arrows here, 3 indicators right now. How many pips has this one flown? Right from this moment, it has flown 46 pips up again. Can we see? Now, let's do some back testing. This is 3, right? Okay, sorry. This is 3. Can we all see this? This is 3. What happened when this 3 came up? Let's see the total number of pips. The first one, it got to 27 pips. Then a sell signal came. Then another 2 signals came again as buy. This is retracement. When that one came again, how many pips did that one jump to? It moved 189 pips. This is crazy. 189 pips. That is crazy. Can we all see that? Now look at these 2. Look at these 3 again. When you saw these 3, how many pips did it fly before retracement? It flew 58 pips before retracement. Check it. I did a 4-year back testing on this. 4 years back testing on this, and it never failed for once. I did 4 years back testing. I don't know if somebody is getting me. 4 years back testing. It never failed for once. For once. So meaning that if you have this tool, then you have done money ratios in terms of Forex. That's just the truth. That means you have the right tool for you to fly. It's not just up, even if it is down. The beautiful thing about all these 3 combos, all this combination of indicators is this. Even if the trend is uptrend, when you see it as a retracement, it still goes a little. Now, look at this now. There's no doubt that this Euro AUD is in an uptrend. But look at it. When the 3 came up, how many pips did it move before it started moving in the other direction? It moved 23 pips. So either ways, when you see those three indicators, you won't lose that trade. That's what it means. Either ways, when you see those indicators, but it's always more beautiful and you can know. Now, how do you come into the trade? I've shown you. Let me pick another pair. So some people will not just say, oh, maybe it only works on Euro AUD. Maybe it doesn't work on other stocks, right? So let's see if it will work on other pairs. Now, so I just introduced my this to make it easy. Now, somebody should suggest, just tell me, which pair do you want me in the chat box? Which pair do you want me to try with? Somebody should, anyone, anybody. Just type any pair amongst all these pairs. Any pair.
New Zealand card, boss.
New Zealand card. Somebody type AUD USD, somebody type NZD USD. Okay, I need the last one. Okay, New Zealand card, right? Aussie card. Okay, good. Let me start with Aussie USD. Let's see Aussie USD here. Aussie USD. Aussie USD. Where are you? I'm trying to like locate it from here. Aussie card. I think somebody said Aussie card too, right? Okay, this is Aussie USD. Good. This is Aussie USD.
Yes, second.
Yes, this is Aussie USD. Now, with this Aussie USD now, right? Now, let's see if it's actually the same thing. Now, This is 2 here. It's not a must that they come at once, together. No, they can, 2 can come first, then 1 comes later to confirm it. Then I'll teach you a secret that if you use it with it, you are going to fly. Oh my God, I love this. You are really going to fly. Everybody were like, oh, Ashwaji, wow, you're a guru. I'm not a guru. I just stepped into the toes of gurus. So that made me become gurus. Some people will just come online and they will tell you, I'm very sure this thing will go down. Now lie. They have secrets that they don't share, like I'm sharing with you. You now feel like, these people are good. Oh, hi. Oh my goodness, I've lost money. May we not lose money again. Consider the grace of God. Now, look at this one now. Look at these 2. These 2 has come out now. This one that comes out from this is just a slight retracement. Anytime you see these 2 comes out, I tell you, go in, but go in slow. Now, when you now see that 3rd confirmation, you can go in the way you want. Do you get it? Now, in most cases, only 2 will first come out. In most cases, not 3 comes out in all cases. Anytime you see 3 coming out together, then you are going to see, most cases, sharp fall. It will not go long, but you are going to see a sharp fall. But when you want to see a very long trend, you first of all see 2 coming out, then you see a slight retracement, and the last one will now come out. Look at what happened here. When this one first came out, it moved how many pips? It moved just 14 pips, 16 pips. Now a retracement came. Do you understand? Now this one came out again. When this one came out, how many pips did it move? It moved another 18 pips. This is 19 pips. 19 plus the 26 that we already have before, that's about 45 pips. Let's calculate it together. This is how many pips? Oh, sorry, this is 34. This is 33 pips that we have moved. Do we understand now? Now, look at the similar scenario. Now, in this case, we have 3 coming out here. Can we see it? 3 coming out here. Then what happened? You can see a sharp fall. Boom. Then we saw a slight retracement. Can you see the explanation I did the other time? When that retracement came, when this one came on board, what happened? It flew to the ground. After this slight retracement happened again. Can we see that now? Now, look at what happened here again. Currently, this AUD-USD is telling us here that we should sell. That's what it's telling us, that we should sell. Once it sold, what happened? It came down. Do you understand? Now, let me go to 15 minutes. Now, let's see. Maybe it's just working on 5 minutes time frame. No, it works on every time frames. On all time frames. It works on all time frames. That's just it. So let's do this for the 15 minutes. Sorry. Yeah, go back. Don't need you again. Why is this guy not going back? Okay. Yeah. So now look at this now. Let me increase it a bit. Okay. Now look at this. I already have 1 here. Then 2 came out here. What happened to it? It came right up. Can we see that? Now, that is AUD-USD. Now let's go to other examples. Now look at this. This 3 combo here. First one came out, second one came out. When the 3rd one came out, what happened? You saw a down movement. This one moved 44 pips. Do we understand? We are having all these small pips because we are using small time frame. If you go to a higher time frame, like 1 day, for instance, let's see. When you see those 3 lines in 1 day, then at times, now look at these 3 for a downtrend in a 1 day. After the 3rd signal, what happened? It came right down. So let's see the number of pips. It moved down. This is 1,428 pips. Is that not crazy? For those that understand Forex, Oh my goodness. So now don't let us talk about going to a higher time frame. Do you understand? But I want us to start making this money fast. Let's go to 15 minutes time frame. So it's just like a scalping. If you want to use it on a higher time frame, you can. But I want you to start from this lower time frame so you grasp your profit as fast as you can. If you want to try it on a higher time frame, you can as well. Do you understand? Look at me now, just on 15 minutes time frame today, in 5 hours business, that's over $600. Do you understand? On 15 minutes time frame, not even to talk about on a 1-day chart or on 4 hours chart. Do we understand that now? So let's go. Now, let's, I think we are done with AUD USD. Now, let's check other ones. I'll still answer your question. Please keep your questions. You can just type it in the text box. Once we are through with the presentation, I'll answer all the questions. Somebody wrote another pair. Okay, NZD USD. NZ, that is New Zealand USD. Okay. Where is New Zealand USD? Let's look for it. New Zealand. This New Zealand card. Okay, this New Zealand USD. Okay. So let's see if the same thing applies to New Zealand USD. Check it. First signal, second signal, third signal. What happened? Boom. Can we see it? What happened? Boom, to the upside. Now, let's go back. Let's do some back testing. Let's go back a bit. Yeah. Let's go back a bit. I think I saw one here. This is 2.
Sorry, I'm starting to call you, please. There's a question I asked. Can you please look at the chat box? And
I already told you I'll answer all the questions after the presentation, or else it will make me dead.
All right. Okay.
I'll answer all the questions.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So now look at this too. Okay, let me stop this. Yeah. Okay. Let me go back. So I want to see. Look at. Okay. Look at this first here. First signal of sell. This one here. Look at what happened. Look at how the market was manipulated. Second signal came after this. I'm very sure there was news here. I am very, very sure there was news here. So look at when that third signal came. When that third signal came, look at the distance. Look at the number of pips from that third signal. It moved 109 pips, 122 pips down. Are we getting it at all? So that is how this thing, so it works on any pairs. Let me check the third pair, the third one that person mentioned. Let me check the third one that person mentioned. Well, I don't really need to check it, right? Now let me do an experiment on gold too. This is gold. It works on every. It works on every. It works on every. Now look at this. First one, second one, the third one. Boom, to the top. Can we see this first one? If we didn't even wait for the second one, boom, to downside. So this is first, second, boom to the upside. So it works on virtually, this is just 2, boom to the upside. I've noticed that in gold, most times it doesn't wait for the third signal. For those that trade gold, most times it doesn't wait for third signal. You only see third signal mostly on 5 minutes. But on 15 minutes on higher, most times you see two arrows. Now, if you want to trade it now, let me quickly explain from the gold, and I'll go back to all other pairs. Now, for the gold now, if you want to trade gold, all you just need to look for is just one, not only on gold now, it can be on any pair as well. If you see just one signal on gold here, for instance, just one here, maybe on 15 minutes, for instance, you see one signal here on 15 minutes. Let's look at the time here. The time this one showed up was, let's check, this was 4:30 4:30. Now, the time this one showed up was, let's see, this is 6:45, right? That was when that one showed up. Now, I'm using this. It didn't fly so well, but the reason I want to use it is for you to actually know that even if it's not in your trend, it can still fly. It can still work for you. Now, let's look at this. Now, let's go to a lower time frame. Now, let's go to a lower time frame of this very time. 15 minutes. We have first one is the first time is 4:30, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this time frame. Yeah, 6:45. Okay, let's check. Okay, that was 4:30. Now let's go to 5 minutes at 4:30. 5 minutes at 4:30. Let's draw it. 4:30 on 5 minutes. It's 6:30. Where is 4:30? Sorry, 1 second. Let's go back to 15 minutes again. Okay. Now, look at this. For instance, let me use the current one that is ongoing so you know that it is real. Now, look at this. This is first signal, second signal, third signal. I don't need a soothsayer to tell me that this is going to fall. It's going to drop. As in, it's going to drop heavily. I don't need a soothsayer to tell me. The reason is because these three are together. Do you understand? I don't need a soothsayer to tell me that it will drop just like it dropped. Look at how many pips that it dropped. It dropped how many pips? It dropped 151 pips. 151 pips in 15 minutes. This is how many candle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 1 hour, go drop 155 pips in 1 hour. I don't need a soothsayer to tell me. Now, let's look at the time here. The time this one happened, let's check it there. Even the first one, this was 4. That's 16:00. Can you all see it? Can you all see this? This is 16:00. That was 2 o'clock. That was, let's say this is 4 o'clock. Now, let's go to a lower time frame and check. If you see the first one alone, and if you go to that lower time frame and you realize that there is a 3 from lower time frame, enter. That means if you have 15 minutes, you've seen just 1. And in 5 minutes, you've seen 3. Now, let's see. On 5 minutes, let's go to that same 4 o'clock. Same 4 o'clock is 19. Let's see. 4 o'clock today. That is 14. Was it 14:00 or 16:00? Sorry. Let me go to 15 minutes.
16:00.
It was
16:00.
Yeah. I think it was 16:00 that let's see. Okay. Yeah, it was 16:00. Now let me go back to 5 minutes and check 16:00 as well. 5 minutes, 16:00. Let's mark it. 16:00. This is time. 12. This is 16:00. This 28th August. Yeah. Let's see. 15 minutes. This was 19th of August. This was yesterday's trade. Can we see it? This was yesterday's trade. Today's trade started from here. This was yesterday, 19th of August. We have to get our timing right or else we'll make mistake. Now, 5 minutes, 19th of August, 16:00. Let's check. 16:00. This is 19th. 19th. I'm almost there. 16:00. 14:15, 14:35. The reason this timing is small is because it's 5 minutes. Do we understand? So it will be going in 5 minutes. So 19th of August is 18, 16, 15. So this 16:00 is around this side. Yeah. This 16:20. want to take it to 1600. Yeah. Good. We are on 1600. Can you see what I said? Now, at 15 minutes, when it was 1600, can we remember, after seeing just one signal, the second signal on 15 minutes time frame, the second signal on 15 minutes time frame, this was it. This was the first signal. This was the second signal. The second signal gave us 1630. Now, even from that first signal, going back to the lower time frame, do we understand? Going back to 5 minutes time frame, at that very hour, at that 1600 hour, is 1600. This 19th, yes. This 1630. Can we see? That means at this very point in time, we already had 2 signals. In fact, 3 signals that have shown on 5 minutes. Do we understand that now? Now, let me go to the live demo for us, as in live example. Anytime I see just one here, let me go to live example so we can all see. So let's go to 15 minutes. This 15 minutes down. Now, how will I know if I should take this cell? I'll go to 5 minutes. If my 5 minutes I've seen 5 minutes is up, I'd rather not take that chance. Normally, by default, you are supposed to take the trade when it is 3. Let's say this is 1, this is 2, and I'll see a 3. In most cases, you will see that big one coming the second. This one will always come third. That's when you pick that trade. Not just this one and this one. When you see this blue first, and you see that big green first, then third green, then that's when you enter big. But I want to use a live example for us. A live example that won't need to be scrolling from A to Z. Now, look at this one now. This is the blue one. This is the big green. This is the third green. What happened? You moved. Do you understand? Now, on this time frame now, 15 minutes time frame, at this time, it is 10:00. At this time, it is 10:00. Now, let me go to 5 minutes. If I wanted to go into that trade, this is how I will know. Let me go to 10:00. This is 8. So 10 should be somewhere around here. 10. Yeah, this is 10. Now, look at this. This is down signal, right? Now, after that one, what happened? After that movement, you saw 3 signals showing buy from lower time frame. Can we see that? 3 signals showing buy from lower time frame. I don't need a soothsayer to tell me that I should go for that trade in 15 minutes. Do we understand? The result of those 3 signals there continued here. You can actually start from a lower time frame and continue to build up to a higher time frame. How do I mean? Now, look at it. Let's assume that you start this small signal from this 5 minutes here. Now, after it has grown up, right? Now, you now move to a higher time frame. When you get to a higher time frame, you realize that 3 has completed here. What do you have to do? Continue with that trend. But if you don't want to continue immediately from that trend, like I said, stay on one time frame. Once you get to this point, opt out of the market. Wait till you see another buy signal, enter the market again. Do we understand it at this level? Do we understand? If you understand it, say hi. Just type hi in the chat box. If you understand it, the way I've explained, just type hi in the chat. If you don't understand it, just type no. Good. So that is how that thing works. Like I said, let me reiterate again. I'm just looking for a clear trade that I can use. Okay, this is 4 hours. This is big one here. First one, no, this big one. Let me check 5 minutes. If I can enter that trade. Look at it. 1, 2, 3. I'm even late for the trade. This is 1, 2. I'm even late for 5 minutes now. I'm late for the gold trade on 5 minutes. But imagine on 15 minutes here, I only saw one here. Now imagine at this 15 minutes. That means this is 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes. This arrow came out 2 hours before now. Now, let's check 2 hours before now at this trend. You see that you are going to see the 3 arrows here. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 1 hour. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Look at it. Now, with this arrow coming out in 15 minutes, right? And I went back 1 time frame backward and I saw these 3. I won't wait for 3 confirmations to come out at 15 minutes before I jump into that trade. So I'll catch that trade early. Do we understand that now? So once I catch that trade early, the only time I can come out of this trade here, the only time, because I shouldn't teach you entry, I should teach you exit too. The only time I can come out of this trade here is by the time I come to that 15 minutes and I see a sell signal from here. If I see a sell signal from here, I will opt out from that trade. Do we understand now? If I see a sell signal from here, I will opt out from that trade. And for me, as an aggressive trader, most times I don't opt out from a smaller trade. I opt out from a bigger trade because it started from this, but that's giving me just 1. I did not see any confirmation here. I saw an arrow here and I used 5 minutes as confirmation. Because I use 5 minutes as confirmation, I should use 5 minutes to stop that trade. But if my confirmation is coming from 15 minutes, I'll use 15 minutes to stop that trade. Do we understand that now? That's how it works. Oh, anybody that is buying gold now, you are in money. You are in money. Anybody that is buying gold now is in money. You understand? But this is a support zone. Just be careful. This is a support zone. It's a support zone. I'm talking from experience right now. It's a support zone. So you may not want to continue. You may just hold on. Just wait for that 5 minutes. If you don't see a reversal signal for this one, you continue with your trade. But if you see a reversal signal here, it's a support zone. Now, that support zone is acting as resistance now. So it's a resistance zone to this point. You understand? You opt out of that trade. Mrs. Olagbegi, I'm referring to you because I know you are trading gold at the moment. So if it does not bring, if it does not bring any reversal indicator, leave that trade because the overall trend is up. But if it brings reversal indicator, please close it. Let it retrace a bit. Enter it when it's going up again. You don't have anything to lose. You don't have anything to lose. Or at every time with this combo indicator, you make money at all time. You make money at all time. So at this junction, I will then, okay, ask your question. Ask your question now. Ask your question. Okay, let me quickly answer that first question. Question, does that mean the signal that the combo will give depend on the time frame? E.g., does that mean, please, just say it out, say it, explain it so I can understand better.
Hello, Ashwaju.
Yeah.
I'm the one that asked that question.
Okay.
Because many times I get confused concerning this time frame of a thing.
It's because Nigeria is confused too. Don't worry, Nigeria will get it right one day.
So, because when I was when you were showing the chart the other time, you mentioned something that if one opens a trade on a lower time frame,
yeah,
you should not close it on a higher time frame.
No, you don't do that.
But
you can open on a higher time frame and close on a lower
time frame.
Yes.
So, and I noticed that when you are zooming to lower time frames like that, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, the signal seems to be many. The reversal the resistance and the support seems to be more than when you were on like
Before you go,
1
let me
hour
quickly answer
time
that
frame.
one. The reason is because from lower time frame, there will be noise. There are
Okay.
always noise. Those noises are there to disturb the normal movement. Now, in every trade do not go in one direction. Do you understand? This is how trade moves. It goes in one direction. Do you understand? Comes back, go again. I want to get the drawing tool here. Do you understand? So a trade does not go in one direction. I can't get the drawing tool there, but maybe that.
Don't worry, I understand that trade goes zigzagly.
Yes, zigzag. Now let me give you an instance. Like it goes like here. Do you understand? Now let me use this one to draw it. It goes from this point. Oh no, okay. Let me change this. Let me change the parameter. Sorry. Trendline properties. Okay, good. Okay, yeah. Let me delete it. Now, let me draw it again. Now, this is how trade moves. Let's say it goes in this direction. Is this still showing to the infinity? I don't want it to show to the infinity. Hold on. Okay, visualization. Okay, I don't want trade. Okay, good. So let's see this. Let's say trade goes like this, right? Then it will come down, it will retrace a bit, then it will go up if it's an uptrend, then it will come back again. Do you understand? So it will go up
I'm
again.
getting you.
Yeah, that is how Forex trade is all about. Then the reverse is the case if it is downtrend. Now, if the overall trend is up, you don't expect it to just go up. Once it goes up, it has to retrace. Goes up again, it retraces. That is the essence of all this. Look at it. I said something the other time. I said, whenever you are trading, you see these three symbols, right? You go up a bit and you see a retracement. This is the retracement here. If you see my cursor, this is retracement. Then when you see this signal again to go in, what happened? It will jump. This is what happened again here at this point. Now, this is the retracement that you saw here again. This is the slight retracement. What happened at this point? You buy, boom. Do we understand that now? So that is how it goes. So now when you want to enter a trade, now you know that any trade that you come in, you are coming in. You use that lower time frame to know the best time to come in. Because having three symbols, now let's say for instance, I'm trading on 1 hour, for instance. If I'm trading on, look at my 1 hour. My 1 hour is still showing me rally. It's still showing me rally. It has not decided in 1 hour. Can you see that? But I've made a whole lot of money from lower time frame. Do we understand what I'm trying to say? So right now, from my 15 minutes now, do you get it? This from my 15 minutes. Can you see what I told you the other time? It is coming down. Can you see what I told you? Hope you close the trade. Mr. Lagbegi, hope you close that buy trade.
Yes, sir.
Oh, beautiful. Because it's a strong, it's a trend line and it's a support level. So I knew it's likely to come back. Even if it will go up, it will definitely come down. And coming down, you lose money. And I don't want my student to lose money. You understand? So that's just it. Now, going back to my presentation, I'm sorry. As we are trading, some people are making money as we are trading. This is on a trend line. It will go down very well. This happened on a trend line. It will go down at least to this level, to this support region. At least to this support region. So now, let's go. Now, if you pick your trade, hope I'm answering your question, Mr. Olusegun.
I'm getting it, though you didn't answer it directly.
Okay, now
but I'm getting it through the explanation.
Okay, so if you have, I'm just trying to be practical. If you pick your trade on 15 minutes, for instance, boom. If you don't wait for you to get those three lines on 15 minutes, the good part of the trade would have gone. If you want to get the good part of the trade, go and check the lower time frame, which is 5 minutes. Anytime you see the 3 confirmation from that 5 minutes, now imagine, now look at this. This is a typical example now. Look at 15 minutes now. I saw, okay, I think I've explained that before. Now, I'm seeing 3 at this point now. Imagine the number of pips that have gone while waiting for these 3. And for this one alone, if I go back, I would have picked that trade when it started. You could have made even more than $200 when it started from the beginning. Do you understand now? But in most cases, that's why I always say, anytime on a higher time frame, when you see one arrow, go and check the lower time frame. Don't pick your trade from 5 minutes. No, as in initially, any trade you want to check, anyone you want to pick and everything, always stay on 15 minutes. Anytime now, like this one now, I won't even trade this one because this trade is long. I'm not entering newly. Again, do you understand? If I check 5 minutes, it gives me a sell signal, I can go in. Can you see what I'm saying now? On a lower time frame, do you get it? On a lower time frame, I'm seeing triple buy. Now it has given me a sell. This is the signal for me to sell on a trend line. Do you understand? It's a signal for me to sell. On 15 minutes, what did I tell you? It has gone long. I don't want to go into it. Anytime I want to go into a trend or a trade is when I see these 3 signals, especially on 5 minutes, that is still fresh. That's when I want to go in. That is still very, very fresh. Please note that. It is not when these 3 has come to this end. You now say, but Ashaji said that, and when you see the 3 signal, I'm not from your village, I'm not doing you. You are the one doing yourself. You understand?
I will say, brother, Ashaji didn't explain very well for us. So I would have the one that didn't enter at the right time.
Yes, exactly. When you see that 3, when it's still fresh, let me see. I know I'll still see one. I know I'll still see fresh one. So I'll just use that as an explanation for you. I know I'll still see fresh one. Look at this one. It's old. You can't expect it. Now you can imagine a counter one has come up again. Now I'll see a fresh one that I'll use as an explanation. I'll see a fresh one, definitely. Because at every point in time, look at this one now, for instance. Look at this one. We have one. Okay, this is 5 minutes. I don't want to use 5 minutes. Let me go to 15 minutes. Please always use 15 minutes to pick your trades. Please. It's very crucial. Always use 15 minutes to pick your trade. This is not a fresh trade. If you want to see a fresh trade, one that will go better, if it is down, you see the blue first, like I told you. If it is an uptrend, if it is coming down, you see a pink that will come first. Let me show you. You see a pink that will come first. Look at this. Pink comes first, big red comes next, this small one follows. What happened? Boom. Blue comes first, big green comes next, small green follows. What happens? Boom. You understand? It does not fail. Only God that do not fail. Only God, Baba God. God forgive me. But in most cases, this one works 9.9 times out of 10 times. Do you understand? And don't say, because Ashaji said that when you see the 3, you now put all these word lot size. You're on your own, no. If it doesn't go into that direction the first time,
Hello.
You
Hello,
small, yes, yes.
Sir,
There's,
sorry,
there,
sir.
there's noise
I really
in
want.
the background.
Okay. I can't come. I'm outside. Okay.
Okay, please leave that side so we can hear you very well. Anybody with any other question? I hope I've been able to answer you, Mr. Ushagun.
My question is
Yes,
still
thank
pending.
you. You've
Okay.
been able to answer.
Okay,
I think I asked 2 questions now. Let me
Oh.
check the second one, sir.
Okay, let Mr. Emmanuel
Okay,
quickly ask his
I asked
question.
2 questions. It's still remaining one, but you've answered the first one. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, quickly answer. Ask the second question, please. Quickly ask the second question.
The second question is that on some of the charts that you are showing us, I don't know if there is another signal that is doing that, or is still part of that signal, or in it's one of the combos.
No. I'm the one drawing those ones.
I discovered that I'm seeing SL, TP1, TP2, TP3. in some of the graphs. So I'm
Okay.
now being like, hey, how are those ones coming?
No,
Are
no,
they
no.
automatically coming out
Yes,
when
they are
we're supposed to
automatically
take the
coming in.
trade?
Yes, yes, they are
Okay.
automatically coming in.
Do we need to wait for them?
No, 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 no. Don't wait for that. I've
Or
told you.
once we see those three, we just go straight.
When you see those three, SL means stop loss. That means this one is
Yes,
actually
yes.
referring to this. Now, when you see these three, go in. When you see a reversal signal, like this one has
Go
been
out.
coming down, when you now see this reversal signal, get out of the market.
Okay.
So
okay,
when you
okay.
get out of that market, buy another market again. This
Okay.
combo will make you trade 24/7. It's never a dull
Mm.
moment. It will make you trade 24/7. When you see a buy
I'll
market,
just-
enter the buy again and follow the trend.
I-
When you see a reversal
I'll
signal, opt out of that trend, enter sell again,
Mm.
go again.
I think I have to go and sack my boss so that we resume football.
That's
Thank you
just
very
it.
much.
That's just,
Ajaju.
there is no, this is, all these things that I'm showing you, they are combinations of trend. And that was why I had to bring out some of these trades to you. So I was showing some trend lines for you, if you notice, to tell you that what all these trend lines are doing, what all those support and resistance are doing, those are the things all these indicators are doing. Do you understand? And it took some of us years to understand all these trend lines, all these support, resistance, and blah, 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 like that. Do you understand? But with this, you can always smile to the bank. Do you understand? Just follow that principle strictly. You get it right. Do you understand? Start small, you grow big. You don't need any, there's no, that was why I said, this is Forex secret. It is an hidden secret that traders will not let you know. They will not tell you. Do you understand? They will not tell you. They will now be coming towards, they'll be forming. Like they know the trend. It will go that way. You know, I've always been thought within myself, but I was brilliant when I was in school now. Why will all these people know this? And I wouldn't know the direction. I didn't know that so many of them had. Don't mind them, Gary. All right. Let's continue. Okay, who has a question again? Mr. Emmanuel, please, your question. You're almost rounding up.
Yeah, my question.
Yeah.
The question I had is that does these arrows show up before the candles form, or they show after? You understand what I mean?
No, of course. They show after candles, of course. They show after candles.
If they show after candles, that means that the trade would have gone before.
No. No, the trend won't go. It's for you. There is noise there. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Okay, I'm out of it.
There is noise. It's noisy there.
Okay,
it's noisy. Please.
You can go ahead now. I'm here. I'm listening to you.
Okay. You can mute it. You can mute yourself, please. All right. So now let me explain it to you. When I was explaining, I said that when you want to enter the trade, do you understand? Let's say, for instance, look at this arrow here. This is 15 minutes time frame. Anytime you see an arrow on 15 minutes time frame, I told you one thing. I said that the next thing for you to do is go to a lower time frame to pick that trend when it is still early. Now, for every trend, there will always be a price action. There will always be, patterns, either continuation patterns or reversal patterns. There will always be patterns. Do you understand? So right now, for 15 minutes, for instance, look at this. 15 minutes for this one now. If you remove everything, if you are just drawing a naked chart, this one is what we call bullish engulfing. Can we see that? This is an up arrow, a buying candle. Then a selling signal, a selling candle now covers it totally. The body of it covers it totally. That's what we call bullish engulfing. And for any trader knows that for bullish engulfing, it will sell. No matter what, it will sell. Now, look at this first arrow. it did not come out when the bullish candle came out. It came out when it didn't come out when the bearish candle came out. It came out when the bullish candle came out. Can you see that now?
Yes, I can see.
So just to answer your question, I said it forms after it, but this arrow is not acting on this 15 minutes. It has acted on 5 minutes. When we go back to 5 minutes, now let's check that time now. Let me be more practical here. Let's check. He has asked an advanced question, so I need to answer him. So pardon me. So some of us might not understand, but let me quickly answer. You know, in one candle, in this 15 minutes candle now, there are five 5 minutes candle there. Five minutes candle will form 15 minutes candle. Then 15
candles, you mean?
15 1 minute candle will form this very candle that we are seeing here. So for us seeing here, that means it has seen something from the 5 minutes or from the 1 minute that's made it makes its decision here. Now let me go back now. Okay. Let me go to, this is 4 o'clock. Now let me go to 5 minutes and go to 4 o'clock again. 5 minutes, 4 o'clock. This is 11. This is 17, 15. Okay. This is 2:55. That was 16:00, right? Yeah. Look at 16:00 here. At 16:00 here, what did you see? You have seen a lot of rejections. Can we see here? We have seen a lot. Then we've seen a trend line that there is a rejection along this trend line. Look at number of candles. We have seen a what's it called? This is a shooting star, a downward shooting star here. 1 downward shooting star. 2. This one does not even have a name. Now look at this. This is what we call falling off the bridge. Here we've seen 4 confirmations here before this candle came out. Now after all these candles came out, it knows that this thing is coming down. But on 15 minutes, it appears that, oh, it happened before 15 minutes. But in the real sense, it caught this downward movement from 5 minutes. Because a movement of 5 minutes will translate to 10 to 15 minutes. 15 minutes translates to 30 minutes. 30 minutes translates to 1 hour to 4 hours. So do we understand that now? So if this signal is formed before the candle, do you understand? Then it's a fake signal, because all this candle gives us the direction it will go. So that is why, because I am an experienced trader, I know that for me to catch my trade early, I need to go to a lower time frame. So anytime I see a signal giving me a go ahead on higher time frame, I quickly go back to my lower time frame. Once I see confirmation from my lower time frame, what do? Boom. I enter. Do I answer your question now, sir?
I got it now. Thanks so much. I got it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Any other question, please? Before I begin to charge you, ask me your question now. Okay. I don't think we have any other question, right? So, okay, somebody.
Hello, sir.
Okay, madam.
Yes, sir. Well, I want to thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
My own question has to do with some features on the what is it called now? Some features, okay, because I really need you to explain. I don't know if we can do it here or we'll talk about it later.
No, go ahead. So others can learn.
There are some of the features that I don't understand.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, yes. So now, because I've been since the first day, I spent the bulk of my time on this thing. So talking to the trend power. Okay, the trend power for this one now. This is a live trade, Abi.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a live trade, of course.
Okay?
Everything has a live trade, yeah.
This is gold, okay?
Yeah.
The trend power now is 100%.
100, yes.
Can you please throw more light on now? And
hey,
then when
let me go and buy. The trend power is 100. Let me go and buy.
100%, yeah, 100,
Yay.
yes.
Let me go.
So
Somebody,
that means it's going to break that resistance now, right?
it will break it. It will break
It will
it.
break the resistance,
It will break
okay?
it.
So now I noticed that, like this
But
one
let
is
it
on
break
now.
it first before you
First,
go in.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
When you look at this, this particular trade now, you
Mhm.
see the entry point. Does that mean that if I'm buying now, that's the time I'm entering the market? And then I can now see the take profits. I noticed that now that we have a buy, we have a signal for a buy, okay? Then the entry point is for the buy. So now the take profit, this one now is 1789. Okay, if you look at 1789 now, you have some
No,
pips.
don't work with all this except the trend power. Don't work with all except
That's
the trend
what I
power.
want to, because I noticed that if it's a sell you have now, it is the current price action that comes on the take profit.
No.
That's one thing I want to clear. That's number one.
No,
Then
no.
number two,
Yeah.
then I want to, I don't know. There are some features that are not that are in my own that are not here. Some features on my own that is not here. On the left hand side, the what is it called?
Who is? Let me
I've not been able to activate.
let me mute.
Mute everybody.
Hold on, please. Let me mute Mr. Emmanuel. He's in a noisy place. Let me mute him.
I've done it.
Okay, good. All right.
I'm sorry about that.
No problems. All right. Please go ahead. You know, I told you that the goal is sell. Can you see what is happening now? Because on a trend line, when we draw the trend line from here, can you see? It's on a trend line here. I know it will come down. If that's why the fact that the overall trend is up, this thing is not lying. It will still go up, but it has to face some retracement. That was why I mentioned one fact that even with this signal, what you need to do when to enter is go back to a lower time frame. Just don't complicate your head, you understand? Go back to a lower time frame. Anytime we have a buy around here, you understand? Anytime another buy shows up, enter again.
Okay.
Because the trend for this one has already expired when it got here.
Expired. Okay.
So that you know, I mentioned something when I was explaining to you. I said never ever, and I'm explaining to everybody, never ever attach sentiments to any trade that you pick. Never ever. If you attach sentiment to it, definitely you will lose. Don't attach sentiment. So anytime, anywhere we are just like zombie, Zoja go, Soja come. Anywhere the belly face, now there we go face. Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't attach sentiment. Oh, this thing will go by, will buy today, will leave by. Who buy help? If you think it will buy and it is selling, what will you do? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So right now, this is not the best time to enter the trade right now. That's why the fact that we are seeing trend power. Do you understand? This is not the best time. Let's see other indicator. If this one shows sell, you understand? Definitely it has contradicted what is on 15 minutes. You hold on. You don't sell and you don't buy. But the last signal we are seeing here is buy. But if you see buy from this angle, definitely it's confirming this one to us. Do you understand? Definitely it's confirming this buy, then definitely it's going to buy long. That means it want to break. That means it will break that resistance. Do we understand what I'm trying to say? That means it will break that resistance. That's what it means. Do you understand? I'm just trying to, I'm teaching some naked Forex with this indicator. But I've explained to you how that indicator works. You understand? Even without the use of trend line and the rest. Do you understand? Or my support. I didn't draw it then before I told you that it has reached a resistance level. Do you understand that I knew that it will have some issues coming down before it goes up? I hope I've been able to answer your question.
But what I want to know is I want
Okay.
to know how to activate, because on my own I don't have the indicators on the currency pairs. You know, since I
On the
use
currency
gold,
pairs. No, no, no,
I don't
no.
have,
It
yes,
will
it's not
automatically reflect on
activated.
all currency pairs. No,
It's not
there
reflecting.
is this one in your wherever. Okay, don't worry. Maybe when we see, I think I activated this for you yesterday. This very one down here. I activated it for
Which
you
one?
yesterday. This one down here that I'm using to change my symbols. I activated it for you. Look for it. When you look for it, you
Okay.
understand it will show.
Yes.
Once you are moving from one pair to the other, it will show them.
Yeah.
Once you are moving from one
Because
pair to the other, it will
I
show them.
tried other, so I've been restricted to gold since day before yesterday. I've not been able to.
No, 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 no. Go to the
use
one I
other.
installed here. Please go to this one I installed. With this one alone, you don't need to
Which one
open
is that?
any new
Euro
pair.
card, right?
No, 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 no. I opened this very one. This symbol
Yes.
changer.
Okay, I'll click on it there.
Just any pair you want to go, just use this one. It will automatically, that settings has been preloaded there. It will automatically.
Okay, let me try that now.
It will automatically preload it there. Don't open any new one. You don't need it.
Okay.
I've given you 100% shortcut. 100% shortcut. Did it work?
It's loading.
It's loading.
Yes.
So it worked, right?
It's still loading. So wait for.
Okay.
Waiting.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Please go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
So I want to, somebody asked for a question of whether the indicator is a lagging indicator or it comes real time. You've not been able to answer that, sir.
From the explanation we've been explaining, it has explained itself. It's a real time. This is not a lagging indicator. This is not like RSI. This is not like stochastic. This is not like Bollinger Band and everything. This is real time. You can see it. That's why we are practicalizing it. And some people have been able to make money inside. I noticed, I believe you noticed that, sir.
And I noticed.
Please go ahead, sir.
So, sir,
Yes, sir.
the earlier chart you showed for,
Okay.
for the instructions, I saw a lot of trend lines on it generated automatically. Did you draw those lines or
I drew all those lines myself. That was why I said it is more advanced. I had to draw all those lines myself because like I told you, I'm an experienced trader, and I wouldn't want to get out of the market when I've not caught all the goodies in the market.
All the pips.
Yes, all the pips in the market. So I have to draw my S&R and my trend line. It's very important for me. Yeah.
Okay.
But for beginners, most of the people I'm training here, they are beginners. So I just have to limit myself to this indicator. And even with this indicator, you can make fortune out of it. You follow those rules that I've mentioned strictly.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
That's all I just want to know.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. Any other question, please? Somebody said, please extend the trading point. What I meant is that what price it will pick when you are buying or selling. Thank you. What price? No, automatically, when you pick a trade, automatically there is a price. Anytime you are picking a trade, you are picking at a particular time. Now, let me give you an instance. Let me open this side now. No, let me open this. Let me say, for instance, I want to pick this trade. Click new order, for instance. Look at this. This is my bid and ask price. We don't need all this. Do you understand? But if you are buying this market, this is a market execution. This is the time, as in this is the buy. Now look at this time here. Look at this time here. This is the bid, this is the price. That's what they call spread. The difference is the spread. Do you understand? So anytime you are buying here, you will see the prices there. Do you understand? Now let me use, I think we are on USD card. Okay. Okay, let me pick AUD card here. This AUD card. Look at the present time we have 0.91640. Now let's go to this place. I right click here. I click new order, right? Now, look at this, 0.91633. That is the current price. You will see that 0.91633 is somewhere here. That means if you are buying or selling, brokers will make their money from whatever position you are taking. Do you understand? And it will start from that position. That's what it means. Do you understand now? So anytime you are buying from a particular position. Anytime you are buying from a particular position, it is now your duty to trade from that position to positive. Forex is designed for everybody to lose money. That is why when you come into trade, you start from negative. It is now left for you with your experience, your knowledge, your tool to grow it from negative to positive. Do we understand that now? I hope I've been able to answer that question, right? Okay. Any other person? Any other person? I believe you don't have any other question right now. I believe you don't have any other question. So at this moment, I would love to call it a day. I want to appreciate it. And if you have not gotten your combo, I'm sorry. We already have the number of people that that are required, and I want to appreciate everybody that's been able to be part of this training. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. I want to believe we all learned some one or two things. I want to believe we all learned some one or two things. And if you don't understand any other thing again,